It is spring. It's time for nature to awaken, and we'll see plants growing, blooming, bringing forth fruit. Spring is a time for cleaning, spring cleaning. It's time to toss out the clutter, put things in order, and get organized, to clean up the mess in our room. It's time to red up our room. A friend of mine remarked that she needed to do spring cleaning in her apartment. She's told me it was very messy, but she says I also need spiritual spring cleaning. She says she has a lot of stuff she doesn't need, and this stuff is distracting her from her relationship with God. So her project for Lent is to make room for God, to give God space and time in her life. Now, if your room or house is messed up, first you have to take time out and think, how am I going to do this project? What do I do first? So there's a pause, there's a planning stage. And then we proceed in the project. The same idea applies to when we go on a trip or a journey. We take the essentials with us. We don't take a lot of excess baggage. We don't take things we really don't need. We take things that are essential. If we take too much, it drags us down, slows us down in our journey. So we are on a journey. This is the Holy Year. We are pilgrims of hope. We are on a journey, and our hope is heaven. And so today, Ash Wednesday, we pause and we think about, well, where am I on my journey? What stuff do I don't need? What stuff is getting in the way between me and God? So today is a day to ponder and plan. Every thought, word, and deed counts. And as we heard in the gospel, we don't do spiritual exercises for show, to go through motions. No, we go down deep into our soul, and we want to connect with God. Today, we hear the words, remember. Remember, you are dust. That's the beginning point for all of us. But then with baptism, we become children of God. We are plunged into the Paschal mystery. We are made part of the dying and rising of Christ. We want to die to an old self and rise to new life. Sadly, we have lost our baptismal innocence. So today we pause our busy lives and take inventory. These 40 days are a retreat for the whole church family around the world. And so we can ask ourselves, am I making progress in my journey from here to heaven, day by day, step by step, or am I standing still? Am I stuck because of fear or hopelessness? Am I reluctant to move out of my comfort zone? Am I slow to get rid of the stuff, the clutter, the distractions? Am I seeking ways to leave behind the occasions of sin and situations that degrade my dignity? So let's make room for God. Let's make room for God. How do we do it? We need to give God space and time in our life. We need to be quiet and still. Some suggestions from Pope Francis: give up TV one day a week. Give up internet surfing one day a week. Give up video games one day a week. And now you have precious time. What do we do with that precious time? We made room for God. So in the quiet of your room, you can speak to the Lord from your heart. With that extra time, you can make a visit to Jesus and the Blessed Sacrament in your school chapel. With extra time, you can attend Mass during a weekday during Lent. With extra time, you can make a holy hour of Eucharistic adoration. With extra time, we can pray the rosary. So these spiritual exercises during Lent help us to declutter, to downsize, to look for the essentials, and to realize our destination God plans for us is heaven with the saints. At Easter, we will renew our baptismal promises to reject sin and to proclaim that we believe in God. As ashes are given today, reflect on a plan of action to get rid of stuff that gets in the way between you and God, and then to keep at it. We're never done decluttering, we're never done downsizing, so we're never done making our spiritual life better. 40 days from now, with God's grace, continue your spiritual practices, prayer and works of mercy. Continue on. Make that part of your life.